Second half moments away from getting underway here at AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The Utah Utes and the Oklahoma Sooners battling it out for the Big 12 championship. Utah back-to-back undefeated regular seasons. This has been my greatest run personally in college football. I've been playing this game since many, many years, and I've had many seasons with my user-created team in NCAA 07 and 08, and I had some Virginia Tech time in NCAA 08, the Troy Trojans in NCAA 12. Never won 4 national championships. We've done that with Utah, and we're looking for a 5th here in our 20th season of Utah Utes football, season 20. Jason Newton, he's got an opening. Your man that's first ballot kick returner of the year gets it up to the 50-yard line. Uh-oh, we might have our glitch, our scoreboard glitch. How do you get that, I haven't seen that glitch in a long time, the scoreboard glitch. I don't know how to get that to come back. Oh, man, that happens sometimes. Okay, well, we'll just try to do what we can do. Scoreboard glitch in the works. Bill Bradford has had a bit of a rough time with the football here today, rushing. Only 39 on the ground. It took a while, just like as we said in the Colorado game, to kind of get going there. Of course, we're score watching as well. Conference championship. Andrew Cross. Jermaine Cox comes back for it and makes the catch. Boy, wide open, and you got a little more arm strength. That's probably a walk-in touchdown. You know what to expect with Andrew Cross with the arm strength there. But my goodness, Jermaine Cox comes back for it. Cox out for the first down. And Bill Bradford for the second time. Touchdown. I don't know what the scoreboard if he gets the touchdown or not. And that may start to pull this one away for the Utah Utes. That's going to make it 20-3. As I was saying, we are score watching, bottom of the screen. Miami trying to make a claim for the college football playoff. Right now, Texas State. Well, we got Moose joining us for the first time. I know Moose said you're keeping it here for the night. I want to know your thoughts, Moose. Since you're brand new joining us here. We got 2 undefeated teams in college football. And we got 4 spots of the college football playoff. We got the Utah Utes, which is us, looking like we're might be at 13-0. We got the Texas State Bobcats of Conference USA at 12-0. They've never been 12-0 before. They've never even really been a contender. This season, they kind of came out of nowhere. And they're 12-0. Right now, they're ranked number 2. Committee has them at 2. You got Ohio State at 11-1 at number 3. And then you got the number 4 spot, which is completely up for grabs because Arkansas lost today, which knocked them out of the number 4 spot. So you're thinking Tennessee probably moves up. Now you got some debate you got to talk about here, and that's where I want to get your thoughts, Moose. I feel like I'm talking to Daryl Johnson out there. Moose, let me talk to you, Moose. Do you think Texas State, Conference USA quality schedule, an undefeated team, should be in the college football playoff? Or should Miami, if they win the ACC, who would be 11-2, be in the playoff? Washington, if they beat Stanford, would be 11-2. Should they be in the playoff? Or should USF, who was in the Big East, who was in the college football playoff last year, be in the playoff? Should a 2-win team, conference champion from a major conference, get in over a conference champion 12-0 undefeated from Conference USA? Knowing the history as well, that in the past we've had Miami of Ohio, and we've had Army before they moved to the Big East, and we've had Central Michigan, Marshall, Central Florida, all these teams that have been given opportunities at a national championship that did not win. We've only had one mid-major, if you will, win the national championship in these 20 seasons, and it was Army back before it was the Big East when they were still the American Conference. They beat Syracuse in the national championship. Since then, Army hasn't won a title since then. Navy when they were in the American, did not win a national title. As we said, Marshall did not win. UCF did not win. Miami, Ohio got blown out in the first round. That is the question. Let me know your thoughts. I want to know from all you guys. Meanwhile, Oklahoma got a good thing going here. Another solid run by Love. If you guys are still hungry, get fried ice cream for dessert. No fried ice cream. No fried ice cream here. Is that some kind of like, fried ice cream is kind of something you might get at a Mexican restaurant. Is that a hint? Moose, like some kind of Tex-Mex hint that you think Texas State should be in? Dan the Legend, he thinks so. He thinks Texas State should be in. Meanwhile, we can't see the scoreboard. We don't know what's going on. Love dumps it off to Chambers. I mean, the whole chat's just turned into an ice cream discussion right now. A whole desserts discussion amongst the midst of the Big 12 championship game. Love on the move. He's going to get himself injured. I think he might be injured right there. That seems to happen with these scrambling quarterbacks. They take a shot. One too many shots. Wow, Oklahoma's going to punt it. Where are they at? They're on the 35-yard line. Holy smokes. Well, if you guys want some fried ice cream, one way you can get it, follow along with us. Twitch, YouTube, join the chat so you can get some of Moose's fried ice cream by joining us on Twitch. Check out the replays on YouTube. Support us on Patreon. Get some of the bonus content. Check us out, Streamlabs, Ko-Fi. You can put a little message up on the screen on Streamlabs and help us out there, and follow along with us on Twitter. That punt put us way far back. Do check out all the different places we got Patreon, Streamlabs as well. Let me give a little shout out. Patreon supporters, thank you guys so much for being supporters. Any of you guys that missed this action, which I know most of our Patreon supporters do tend to just watch the Patreon replays. We upload this entire stream. Right now we have passed the 2-hour, 10-minute mark. This entire stream we are going to upload on Patreon for our Clubhouse members. So if you missed any of the action, if you want to see the Colorado game, join us. Join us over on Patreon as a Clubhouse member. I don't even know what down it is because we don't have a scoreboard. I think it's third down. Okay, there we go. First down. Golly. There's no way to know what down it is. I really got to focus on that because there's how do we get the scoreboard to come back? We call a timeout. It's a fresh set of downs at least. Cross is pressured again. That's multiple times Andrew Cross has been rocked back there. So second and long. I don't want to waste my timeouts, but I kind of wanted to see if we can get the scoreboard to come back. What a time for this glitch to happen. Cross again for Cox. Oh, and that time it did not work. It seemed identical to the play they ran before, trying to pick up all that yardage. Got to be careful as well with the amount of times that Andrew Cross has been sacked or rocked, that he doesn't take a safety in this situation. That one, he just got it out fast. Tommy Singleton making the grab. So still 21-3. I mean, I feel like we're watching a game from... Dan's ready to eat. I feel like we're watching a game from the 70s or 80s without the scoreboard on the screen the whole time. Johnson runs it back. So this is kind of getting to be, I mean, I don't know what time, what can we like see, how much time is left in the quarter? I don't even know how much time is left in the quarter, but we're Oklahoma's got to get some touchdowns now if they want to make this a game. And they kept it relatively close. They made it interesting, but it's getting down to it here. Stanford and Washington having a great battle. Miami getting blown out. So it looks like Virginia Tech might be back-to-back ACC champs. They won the ACC last year, I'm pretty sure, in this game. I have to check the archives. Love up the middle. Keeps it himself. He's still... Let's check the archives. The Patreon archives. Utah Utes. Last season... yes, Virginia Tech was ACC champs. They had a 52-20 win over Minnesota in the Orange Bowl. And then the year before that, Miami was ACC champs. They were in the college football playoffs. And they got beat by Navy in the college football playoff game. And that score was 38-35 Navy in overtime. So there you go. So Miami, VOD Tech, and looks like Tech might be doing it, which would end all the some ground beef. That all sounds good. That would end the discussion of any kind of college football playoff. Oh, what a catch by Mike Chambers. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the Sooners are still alive. Wow. So it would be 21-10. Add croutons? What? Look at some studio updates here. And Ohio State, they were up 14-0. It is now 21-17. Holy smokes. So we might lose Wisconsin. Or excuse me, we might lose Arkansas. We might lose Ohio State from the college football playoff discussion. Oh, the scoreboard's back. Hurrah. Man, what a wild conference championship. So that would put Tennessee and Wisconsin in the mix. Then the debate would be who gets number 3, who gets number 4, because who would get to play Texas State and who would get to play Utah. And no disrespect to Texas State, but I think most teams would rather play Texas State instead of Utah right now as far as the college football playoffs go. But it's still going to be a loud cry for a Stanford or a USF that's going to finish with a power conference championship at 11-2. And wondering if they should be in the college football playoff over a 12-0 mid-major. That is where the debate will hash out. But either way, there's still good bowl games to go to. Ohio State, though, they're not going away. 3rd and 4, first down, Bill Bradford. Stanford looks like they might be closing in on one of the final Pac-12 championship games. Pac-12 is going to dissolve like it is in real life coming up here. Hand off to Bradford. Nice blocking. Bradford first down. Who's fighting you, Moose? Someone fighting Moose? Don't fight Moose. Moose is the guy. And there's the whistle, and that is the end of the 3rd quarter. It comes down to this. It's still a tight one. Oklahoma still got a shot at this thing. Out of the pistol to Bill Bradford. He goes straight up the middle. Right on that logo. Just pretend that's a Big 12 logo right there. Utah might clinch it, though, with a score right here. Ohio State back within 1 of the Big Ten Championship game. That is one to watch. That's going to determine Wisconsin or Ohio State. Jason Newton. Utah runs the ball. It's a good game. Yeah. Yeah. For the Utah Utes. And Ohio State is going to take the lead for their college football playoff dreams. Ohio State wants that game with Texas State. If Ohio State wins, it's Ohio State, Texas State. Unless Stanford or USF can make some kind of last-second campaign to get that game. Brian Baldwin for the first down. Hey, we got TV Sports mascot Luna joining us. Hello. What a drive. This is a killer of a drive for the Oklahoma Sooners. Draw play to Bill Bradford, who has picked it up here down the stretch in the second half. 24 carries for Bill Bradford. And like we said, it could be a... Ooh, look at this. Utah's going into clock chewing mode. It could be a situation where you're looking at a lot of our juniors going out. Andrew Cross, a junior, Bill Bradford. Do they have those NFL hopes and dreams? Moosamania, time not on their side. Absolutely. Time is running out right now for Oklahoma. Time starting to run out for the Wisconsin Badgers as well for their upset bid. Stanford. Miami's trying to catch up. My goodness, guys. We might have to just see how this all plays out at the end of this game. I don't know if we'll get all the results at the end. Priority score alert. Another score from Ohio State. Wow. Wisconsin choking it away. Bill Bradford for the third time in the end zone. And that may just clinch it. The Big 12 championship game. The Big 12 championship might be coming home to Utah once again. Third time in 4 years. 12-play, 77-yard drive run to absolute perfection. We'll get a studio update, and it is about, well, they're a little out of date. Ohio State has scored since then. Ohio State's got the bigger lead. What can Oklahoma do? Can Oklahoma make this interesting? They got a lot of scoring to do. They got 5 minutes. Oklahoma defense has played relatively well. Love. Oh, floats that one out of bounds. Hang back and play center field. Absolutely. It'd be nice if we can get a center field catch out there. Get me an interception. Love dumps it off to Robinson. James Robinson started off in a big way rushing the football. And ever since the injury, he's kind of hasn't really gotten back into that form. Warren Love completes it to Chambers. Chambers breaking free. Mike Chambers had that nice touchdown catch earlier in the ball game. Oh, big score alert. What do we got? Miami trying to catch up. Miami trying to make that last second bid for the college football playoffs. Can they send this one into overtime? Love steps up. No QB spy. He got the first down. Oh, we got another score alert. It's going like crazy. Washington catching up. We got some good college football conference championship games. You think Moose, you think they're going to risk it? Let's see. No, they're going to keep running it. They drop it. Love fumbles again. Oklahoma recovers. Oh my God. They almost risked it, Moose. They almost blew it. Love to Robinson. And a first down. That's true, Moose. If they keep running the football, they're just going to run the clock out. So what the heck? It's going to do us some good. Love on the run. Fumbles it again. Well, he's got to figure out, Warren Love needs to figure out some ball protection. He might have to get himself a blue chew or something because he's fumbling the ball left and right. Competition's too stiff out there. Love to the end zone. Overthrows Echo. That's a souvenir right into the seats. 2:38. So it's been a good drive for Oklahoma, but they've run a lot of time. Look at that. Miami has come all the way back to tie it up in the ACC championship game. And Love is just, man, he's throwing the football like a Rutgers quarterback out there. Way off the mark. 4th and 5. We got a QB spy out there. Boy, it might end up being Miami and Ohio State that finishes out. Love, where's our spy? Oh, where'd the QB spy go? You gotta be kidding me. We picked the QB spy play. It was a breakdown. Love's got 107 yards rushing. Two and a half to play, less than 2.5 to play. Love, Robinson. I'm not too sure if he wasn't knee on the ground. Let's see. Oh, I think that's a fumble. I think that's a fumble, and if that stands, that's gonna seal this one. We're not getting any review. That is a fumble, folks. And that should put the Utah Utes in the college football playoff for the 3rd time in 4 seasons, more than any other team. No other team is repeated except the Utes. Wisconsin could be. They could be going back to the college football playoff. They could be for the first time since the inaugural playoff. The icing on the cake. Moose has got the food. I'm telling you, the ice cream, the cake. Moose is gonna load it up for us. We're gonna party the right way. Stanford trying to hold on. And there you go. Ohio State survives a fight from the Wisconsin Badgers. And Ohio State, who is a 3-time national champion with Urban Meyer, still coaching. Yes, Urban Meyer's his heart was strong in this game. He's still the coach at Ohio State. For the very first time, the Ohio State Buckeyes will be going to the college football playoff. And right now, it's looking like it's going to be Ohio State and Texas State in the Sugar Bowl, with Utah and Tennessee going to the Rose Bowl. But that argument's going to be out there. Should it be Miami if they win? Should Miami go? And should it be the Miami Hurricanes, the big markets, Miami and Ohio State, a national championship rematch from all those years ago? Or should it be Texas State, who's undefeated? I want to hear your comments. I want to hear your thoughts. I won't leave you guys hanging. You know, I thought about, do we just end it here, make you guys come back to find out? We'll simulate. We'll simulate through the end and see what happens. Utah is going to claim another championship in the Big 12. 3rd time in 4 years. There it is. Add it to the trophy case. And we're going to be the dominant team because we're doing conference realignment after this. Oklahoma, Texas, they're going to the SEC. So we won't see them again in the Big 12. Nebraska going to the Big 10. So all that to be said, we might be the kings of the Big 12 because our toughest competitors, Oklahoma, Texas, Nebraska, all heading out of here. Thank you, Moose. Yes. Utah did earn it. Absolutely. But we're going to see what happened with Miami. And then we're going to end this stream because we're at 2.5 hours. I do appreciate Moose. Hopefully, Moose, you'll continue to come back and join us because we got the college football playoff. Guaranteed, it is going to be Tennessee and Utah in the Rose Bowl in the opening round of the college football playoff. Tennessee, the first SEC team to make it to the college football playoff. So congratulations to them because it's been Tennessee and Florida the last couple of years, and they have not been able to get in the big dance. But Tennessee comes in, upsets Arkansas. Arkansas is out. They're out of it. But we're going to see what happens with Miami, and we're going to see what happened with Stanford and Washington. I want to look at the polls, and again, I want to hear from Moose. I want to hear from the rest of you guys in the comments. Who do you have in the college football playoff? Texas State or Miami? We still don't know if Miami won, so we got to wait and see. So stay tuned. Hang tight and stay tuned. Meanwhile, while this loading screen is up, there you go. There's all the ways you can support TB Sports 27. Have you given a follow yet? Have you given a thumbs up to the video on YouTube? Have you checked out the Clubhouse at Patreon? All right. Big 12 title. We'll add it to the trophy case. Maybe we'll do a little trophy case peek here, since it is at the end. And like I said, we'll do the video. We'll upload it. I don't know if we'll stream it. Maybe we'll stream it. I don't know. Or maybe we'll just do the video and upload it to YouTube of the bowl selection show. But we are going to officially advance to bowl season. They're going to have us in the national championship, but we're going to mod the game, and it's going to be college football playoff time. We'll look at the final rankings here in just a moment, and then we're going to do our bowl selection show. The rankings we can also change with the college football revamped tool, so that can also change a little bit. So we won't go completely in depth, but again, while we're getting some loading here, just a moment to let you guys see where we are, how you can reach out, how you can interact with us. We'll get back to the game as soon as the loading finishes up, the simulating finishes, but all these videos are going to be uploaded on YouTube. Cut them up, upload them onto YouTube. Of course, you can live tweet with us on X. That's usually, we'll let you know when we're going live through there. This entire stream, 2.5 hours, if you missed any of the action and you want to see the Colorado game or any of the Big 12 championship, it's going to be up right after this on our Patreon page. So do check that out. Become a Clubhouse member and get the videos early and ad-free. And we were talking about food a lot. How about a cup of coffee? Ko-Fi. I'll take some coffee. We got the Heisman, and it is going to be Kyle Harris, who is going to kind of come out of nowhere. Well, I wouldn't say out of nowhere. He rushed for almost 1,800 yards, but I feel like most of the discussion was between Prater and rushing. But Kyle Harris of Stanford will win your Heisman Trophy, so congratulations. Here's all the awards. I mean, Nagurski, a lot of these are glitched awards because you guys know college football. You know the glitch with the, of course, Jason Newton, Returner of the Year. What? You have a maxed out number of trophies? I can't add any more trophies? Are you serious? I guess. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh, that's terrible. It must, I guess. Oh my God. I mean, we're 20 years in. What's the end here? I hope they don't start taking conference titles away from us. That would be terrible. So, boy, I mean, that could still be a national championship, but let's take a look real quick. We're going to look at the trophy case since we lost a trophy here. My NCAA trophy room. So you can see where we're sitting here. There it is. 5 national titles, 4 of them with Utah, 1 with Florida State. We were defensive coordinator of the Florida State Seminoles. There it is. 2014 defensive coordinator. So technically we got 5 national titles to our name. But there's for the college football playoffs the last number of years in 2031. Of course, we really early on won the national title. Then we had kind of a down run, but lately we have cranked it up. The 2026 national title, which actually in real life is coming up, 2024, which is next year. And then, of course, as we saw right there, 2031 and now 2032. Conference titles, there's the ACC title that we won with the Florida State Seminole, and there's our 3 Big 12 championship trophies that we have won since joining the Big 12. And then, of course, when we were in the Pac-12, how many we got there? 5, 6, 7, 8 Pac-12 championship conference titles. So that's pretty good. So in 20 seasons, we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 conference titles in 20 seasons. Not too shabby. Rivalry, I mean, these are all the ones. Coach of the Year. We didn't win it this year. I mean, what the heck. There's our 2 Heismans that we won, Jermaine Cox and Kevin Hayes. All the Returner of the Year awards. Oh, God, we've just, I mean, Returner of the Year. I guess that's why they said we run out. This is how glitchy this is, that they just give you all, like, I mean, these are the realistic ones, but, oh, that wasn't even Returner of the Year. That, the trophy looks the same. That's the Lombardi. Yeah, a lot of these awards are glitched out in this game. These are like real ones that you would win, like the Nagurski and stuff, but most of these awards are pretty glitched out in the game. But you can remember kind of your great players that you had over the years. Mr. Clay, Mr. Roy Clay that we had there. We had Clemens, yes indeed. But the defensive awards are all glitched in this game, so you know, because they count the tackles multiple ways. We got the Beehive boot from our battle with... Oh, I wanted to look at the bowls real quick. Bowl trophies. Here we are, our Alamo Bowl win that we had with Utah. Got that during one of our down years. Of course, our Fiesta Bowl trophy. Oh my God, we're in a glitched out state. I think the further you go, the glitchier the game gets. That was our Fiesta Bowl win that we had over. That was our Fiesta Bowl win that we had over Ohio. No, not Ohio State. Actually, we should have way more Fiesta Bowls in here. We're missing a lot of trophies because we did beat Ohio State in a Fiesta Bowl, but then we also won the Fiesta Bowl, part of the college football playoff as well. Our Las Vegas Bowls, there's the Rose Bowls. We have way more bowl wins than that because, I mean, they're showing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trophies. We've won way more bowl games than that. I think. Unless the national titles fall into that. But, I mean, see, there you go. 2 Fiesta Bowls. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we should have 10 trophies in there. We don't. We have 3 Vegas Bowls, which we did win that. And then the Alamo Bowl win. We should have 3 Fiesta Bowls in the trophy case, which we don't. And there's our 3 Rose Bowls. Maybe going for our 4th against Tennessee. There's how you can see we've grown this program when we took the job. And what we've done, this was kind of where I say our down year. But then ever since then, it's been... We've never not had a double-digit win since 2021. It's been 10 wins or more all the way across, including finally getting another 14-0 season. And we had the one early on, and then got the Rose Bowl, got the Fiesta Bowl, but got the 2 national titles here, and then I forget what loss that was. I think that might have been, no, I don't know what, that might have been the Minnesota loss. And then this was losing to Army, and then the Fiesta Bowl, and then here, National Championship. So, yeah, I mean, good, but we had some bowl losses in there, because we had the Minnesota loss after the national title, 1 loss, 3 loss, but then finally back-to-back undefeated regular seasons. So we are going to really quick look and see what those scores were, and then we are going to wrap up this stream and call it a night. I guess we can look at bowls because we are going to modify some of them with the college football tool. And Miami gets the win. So there's your debate. Let the debate happen. Stanford finishes at 11-2 with their win. So I'll leave it to you guys. Give me a night. Tweet at me. Post in the comments. What do you guys think? But right now, if you want to talk about controversy, the committee has it. It is number 1, Utah. It is Texas State and Ohio State in the Sugar Bowl, Tennessee and Utah. WX Man joining us at the 2.5-hour mark as we're about to sign off. WX Man, I want to know your thoughts. Should Texas State, Conference USA, be in the college football playoff? Or does Miami, Stanford, not Arkansas, not Auburn, USF, they won the conference title, but Stanford or Miami have your 2 biggest claims to that final spot. But then the debate is, who do you put in? Who would you go to? So WX Man wants Miami in. He says, forget Texas State, put in Miami. Right now, the committee's got Texas State at number 2. If Miami gets in, then Stanford's feeling shafted, because then they're saying, wait a minute, we finished 11-2 conference champs. So either way, conference champions, we can do one quick final rundown of conference champions. We'll look at the bowls, but those are going to change. He's not a Stanford fan. I mean, come on. Not a Stanford fan. We'll look at the conference standings. We'll look at the bowl games that we're probably going to change. So in the Big 12, the win goes to Utah. Conference champions, ACC, of course, Miami is ACC champs. They take it this year. In the Big East, it's USF at 11-2. They are the Big East champions. In the Big 10, Ohio State, they're going to their first college football playoff. They finish at 12-1. Conference USA, Texas State, undefeated, one of only 2 undefeated teams. Let's look at their schedule. What is on their schedule? They beat Michigan. They beat Toledo. They blew out UAB. They beat Iowa State. So, I mean, they got a Big 12 win in there. They beat Texas Tech. So they got 2 Big 12 wins and a Big 10 win all in the mix. How about the Jayhawks? We'll look at the Jayhawks in just a moment. They also beat ranked SMU. So, I mean, they got some solid wins. They got 2 Big 12 wins. They got a Big 10 win. They beat SMU. I mean, I guess the debate would be putting them up against Ohio State. The Jayhawks, let's see. Jayhawks, they finished at 5-7. Much better than last year. They had like 1 win last year. It was pretty terrible. So there's your Conference USA champion. Notre Dame finishes at 6-6. In the MAC, Kent State, MAC champions, Mountain West champs. It was split, but Utah State won the head-to-head. In the Pac-12, it goes to Stanford. And in the SEC, it went to Tennessee. No bowl games. Sorry, no Kansas Bowl. Kansas is Dunyan Rings. You can take them out of there. Tennessee, SEC champs, and your Sun Belt champions is the Ragin' Cajuns of Lafayette. So, yeah. All right, well, let's look at the bowl projections and see which ones will probably change. We'll do that next time on TB Sports 27. Troy, I don't think Troy made it either. But here's kind of your early projections. Boise State and Purdue. Actually, well, we'll go through them quick. We'll do the bowl selection show as a separate thing. But we'll just kind of go through early projections here. You can pause and look at them at your own accord here. UCF 6-5. How they only play 11 games. What happened there? I think we mentioned that's a pretty good Vegas Bowl. A lot of these didn't really change from last time. They're pretty on the up and up. And I think most of these matchups are good. I might move Tulsa around because West Virginia deserves a little better opponent there. Maybe we put West Virginia and Army against each other, and we can put Tulsa and Washington State against each other, huh? We got the power to do that. Fresno State as well. Maybe we find them a different opponent, but we'll do that when we do our bowl selection show. There you go. Well, they're in the same conference, so I don't know. We'll figure it out. SMU, maybe SMU and USC. That could be a battle. Get them out of that Liberty Bowl, Peach Bowl, come on. No Lance. No Lance in the mix here. Iowa Southern Miss. Capital One Bowl. That's where they got Arkansas. And that's where we'll probably see your Miamis and your Stanfords. Outback Bowl. I think that, what is that called? Like the ReliQuest Bowl now? The F this bowl. In the Rose Bowl, that's going to be Tennessee and Utah when we make the change. They got Auburn and Wisconsin. That's not too bad. Where can we stick that? Maybe we put that in the Peach Bowl. Maybe we put Auburn, Wisconsin in the Peach Bowl. That could be a good one. Miami, Stanford, Fiesta Bowl. They're the two, they're crying about not getting into the college football playoff. Let's put them up against each other. But then again, if you put them up against each other, one of them is guaranteed to win. Whereas if you put Miami against someone and Stanford against someone, you could really see if they would have won out or not. Either way, this is going to be Ohio State and Texas State in the Sugar Bowl, College Football Playoff. Orange Bowl has Florida State and USF. I don't think Florida State should be there at 8-4. So we're going to probably move Florida State around. That Orange Bowl, yeah, that's going to be... Florida State will be out of there. Cotton Bowl, that'll also be moved around. Ole Miss and Nebraska, they can hit the bricks and go somewhere else. Birmingham, East Carolina, South Carolina. South Carolina had like 9 wins last year. The Mobile GoDaddy Bowl. Kent State, we'll put them somewhere. Maybe we put Kent State. They're at 8-4. We did this last year with Temple. Maybe we put Kent State in the Gator Bowl or something against Iowa. Give them a real test. Give them a real shot in the arm. And the national championship will either be Utah, Texas State, Ohio State, or Tennessee. Unless we get more folks banging the table saying Miami, Stanford should be in. All right, we streamed for 2 hours and 45 minutes. That's it for tonight. Thanks for tuning in. We had Moosamania. We had WX Man joining us. We will do the bowl selection show. We'll download the college football revamp tool. We'll get everything ship-shaped around. And the next time we stream with you guys, it's going to be WX Man. He really wants Miami to be in there. The next time we stream with you guys, Utah and Tennessee in the Rose Bowl for a shot at the national championship in the college football playoff. Support TB Sports on all the different social media. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you guys next time.